Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm here at Rocky Knob and it's a special day. It is bike review day. I've got with me a V5 Santa Cruz Nomad. This is the CR build. It has basically the bone stock package. It's got aluminum race face wheels. It's got the RockShox Zeb with the regular charger damper. It's got a RockShox Super Deluxe with just a rebound adjustment. It's got SRAM Guide RE brakes and SRAM NX drivetrain. Kind of the lowest you're gonna go, but it is a carbon frame, 27.5 inch wheeled enduro bike, 170 with the suspension. So I'm gonna show you how it climbs, how it descends, how it jibs, and give you my overall impression of the Santa Cruz Nomad. Let's ride. But yeah, I'm gonna hit Jumbo Shrimp, which is the newest trail that's been added to Rocky Knob. I have a whole video on that, but this will be fun regardless. But let's see how this thing handles in the berms. So much easier. Little drop, nice stiffness. I should mention that this is not like the only bike I've ridden besides this Nomad. It's not just the Orbella. I've ridden a Cannondale Habit, Kona Process 153, a couple other Cannondales. Oh yeah! Certainly more lively. A little squirrely. All right, rock roll time. Whoa! This trail's got it all. It's got jumps, drops, berms, rock gardens, rock rolls. So it's a good overall test. One thing I've noticed is that while I really do like the modulation of SRAM brakes a lot better than Shimano's off and on kind of thing, these guide brakes are considered to be some of the worst on the market, and now I get it. There's just not enough power. But I think if I had codes, it'd be perfect because, like I said, the modulation's awesome. The pumping on this bike is great. Leaning it over in the corners is easier than I'm used to. Yeah, it just goes, man. This is... Whoa, whoa. That's worth discussing. So, the bias of this bike is a lot forward. It's got a shorter reach than I'm used to. I almost bit it because I was actually too far forward and the back wheel slid out on me. That's worth noting. The seat tube gets you really forward. The whole stance of the bike keeps you forward, which is good, but just overdid it. Onward. Yeah, just jumping on this bike is like, it is playful. That's why they call it the fun size wheel. The new version of the Nomad is a mullet, just like the Bronson MX. It's now V6 is a mullet, and that may be the way to go. But honestly, the wheel size change, it's noticeable, but it's not as noticeable as the suspension design. Like, that's the big thing. I was really surprised how well this climbed and how much it just feels better overall than what I'm used to. So this has made me a believer that 27.5 bikes are not just worse across the board. Like, this bike rips. This probably doesn't look steep, but it is. And just, yeah, erases the rocks. Like, so nice. Roto tunnel, followed by the coolest part of this trail. Yeah, dude. I think you put Kush core in this, and it's just a magic carpet. Because the firmness is maybe a little much on the downs. So yeah, the fatiguing aspect of the kind of stiffness, I mean, I think this would be easily remedied by just increasing or decreasing the pressure in the fork. You know, it's got stiffness to spare when you're climbing, so it's probably just a tweak. Anyway, I'm back climbing again. I'll see you in a sec. This really seems like a better climbing bike than descending bike. That's weird to say, but I'll give you my final thoughts shortly. Well, let's see how this thing does on a Huck to flat. Oh, yeah. I mean, so supportive. Not even close to a bottom out. Comfortable. I would probably hit larger drops than I'm used to on this bike because of that. A+, love it. All right, gotta see how this thing jumps. That's what they say about 27.5 bikes, is a lot more nimble, easy to move around, be in the air with. I mean, the corner is better for sure. Let's see what we got here on the jam. Well, honestly, I would say this bike has less pop than the Rallon. Probably just because it's heavier. Felt good, but I think the Rallon is just a really good jumping bike. So kind of even, still good. Let's just mock down a long rock garden to finish off. All right, so as I get on the Roman road, in conclusion, this bike is small but mighty. I mean, 170, 170. The suspension is otherworldly. It is nimble, great in the corners. It climbs better than my 29er that is known as one of the best climbing enduro bikes. That was a real surprise. Oh, the shocks are fine, but you know, could use some more adjustments. But I'm a RockShox believer for sure now. Don't like the saddle. The handlebar doesn't seem like a 35 mil. It seems too thin. I don't like the grips. Don't like the saddle, if I didn't already say that. But I would buy a frame, like the CC lightweight frame, and build this up over time. Again, the new version is a mullet. That might be the answer. For me, still probably gonna try out a Yeti or a bike with a Dave Weigel designed suspension. But I do leave this review knowing for sure that Santa Cruz is worth the hype. This is a really mind-blowing experience for me as far as the suspension's concerned. So Santa Cruz Nomad, really like it. May end up getting one, just not this one. So that will do it for me.
here at Rocky Knob. Thanks for liking and subscribing if you appreciated this video. We are approaching 500, which means we can get the poll for subscribers. We can get the polls out, and you can tell me where you want me to go next to review a trail, what bike you want me to review next. So you can put stuff in the comments, look out for polls, and I'll see you next time here on Descent at Best.